not even mean Bowers game for me.
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back here today for another game review. Today I'm very excited to check out Troll and Dragon from Loki. This is for ages 7+, for 2 to 5 players. Take about 20 minutes to play, and you're like, who is Loki? Well, Loki is actually Yellow, the big popular King of Tokyo creators, and now they're creating their own separate company underneath the umbrella, I think that's how they call it, that is Loki, which is focused on children's and family games and teaching kids early mechanisms. So this one is a pressure luck game in which you are going to be delving into a cave trying to steal diamonds from a troll and then venture even further into that said cave with a lock and a key to get into the dragon's nest and try and get all the delicious gold. If you're the person who gets the most gold and diamonds at the end of the game, you're going to be a winner of the game. Really simple pressure luck style game. Let's open it up and I'll tell you what I think about it. Right then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Troll and Dungeon. So first and foremost, we have our handy-dandy rule booklets. Let's see, it's probably about 7-8 pages, double-sided, full color, full of pictures, illustrations, examples. Very well done. Should have you up and running pretty smoothly and concisely, as long as you can find the English rules in the, because there's like 6 different languages. But in Troll and Dragon, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get the most points at the end of the game by collecting oh-so-delicious gold from the Dragon's Den, or collecting diamonds from the treasure, from the this guy, the big bad guy, the Trolls thing, house, studio, apartment, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, let's go over the components and get into the gameplay. So first and foremost, everybody's going to pick one of these. This is just going to represent your character and also where you're going to keep track of your money. Now, one thing I want to mention on these that I thought was really stinking spectacular for a kid's game and a family game like this is, or tries to be, is that they have a really easy counting system here. Because the golds are worth 3 and the diamonds are worth 1, the kids don't actually have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can just put them on there and that will do the counting for them. Now, that being said, what I've actually noticed most kids do when they put them on there is they still count out loud, which I guess is just some weird observation I made. But anywho, everyone's going to get one of these. You're going to put the troll hand right here because he's trying to take the diamonds that you're trying to take out of his cave, studio, apartment, whatever we're calling it right now. So let's show you the dice and how they work. So on your turn, what you're going to do is you're going to roll the first 4 dice. You're going to set aside any trolls. You always have to set aside any trolls. If you happen to roll nothing but trolls, well, then your turn would immediately be over. So whenever you have diamonds, what you're going to do, you're going to take 2 diamonds out of the box. You're going to place them next to your satchel. You haven't got the points yet, because if you roll all trolls, or the next time you roll the dice you only get trolls, then all the diamonds go in here. So now it becomes a pressure luck game. Do I want to keep going or do I want to stop? And I'll say, yeah, I'll keep going, whatever. So I got another troll and a key. Now, the key is actually incredibly useful, but only if you have the door, and I do not. And there's no way I'm going to get it because I do have to lock this. So most likely, I would stop. That would be an easy decision for me. Let's do another mock hand, see how it works. So right now, we got 2 diamonds. Put them to the side. We got a troll we got to lock in place, and we got a key. So I'm going to keep the key, and I'm going to try and get the door because then I can show you, oh my gosh. Well, that would mean my turn is over, which is a good way to show you what happens. So if you ever roll dice and they all come up trolls, so I rolled these 2 first, and then I rolled these 2. The troll takes back your diamonds. They go in there, which is bad, and other people will get them a little bit later, but I'll explain that in a second. Now let's pretend that I didn't roll these 2 trolls. Let's pretend that I rolled a door and a troll. So in that case, I say I'm going to stop because now I've completed my main task, which you're trying to do every single turn, which is to get, that oh so sweet gold. So first thing I do, this is mine. I take it back. It's now there forever. And now I take these dice. So these dice are how you are going to go diving into the cave to get the gold. And how you're going to do it is you're going to be rolling these dice just as fast as you can. Like literally just as fast as you can. Every time you do it, you have to reach in, take the 2 gold out, roll again. So that's it. You have to make sure that you are physically taking the gold out yourself. Now, why don't you just keep going and keep going and keep going? Well, because what's going to happen is, starting with the player to your left, you are going to roll, they're going to roll this dice, and they're going to pass the dice to the next player. And they're going to pass the dice to the next player until eventually someone gets a dragon, at which point they'll yell, dragon! Now this is the halfway mark to bad things happening to your adventure. Because if you stop right now, everything's good. You get your gold, it is yours, and you're happy, and you're on your way. However, let's say this is what we got going on. If the next person, and you keep the opponents keep passing this die, gets that, you say, the dragons are coming and they're going to eat your ears or something. I don't remember exactly what you're supposed to say. But you say something to get the kids excited. That's bad. Now, what happens now is, the first thing that happens is if the troll had any diamonds, he gets super scared because the dragon's here. So these kind of go into the middle, and all the gold that person was trying to collect also goes in the middle, and it's split between the players who were rolling the dragon dice. And you start with the player who got the second dragon first, and then they collect the loot and they take the loot. So it pays to be rolling those dice really fast and passing them really fast. Now, this guy in yellow who's collecting gold could have gotten out at any point. And all they have to do is, as long as their hands aren't in the box or they're in the middle of something like that, all they have to do is say, "I'm out." And they say, "I'm out," and they get the gold. And that's the entire game. So now the next person would go. They roll up the dice. If they happen to get into the cave, then they do this while everybody else does this. And you continue to do this until either all the gold is gone or until all the diamonds are gone, which point you finish that turn. And whoever has the most points at the end, by counting them on this handy-dandy little tracker here, is the winner. So let's count our points. Boop, boop, boop. Like right there. Now I know I have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Really nice, easy, simple counting for kids. But that, in a nutshell, is what you're going to do in Troll and Dragon. Alright then, Troll and Dragon from Loki. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros. Let's go over the cons. First, on the con side. Game's not going to be for everybody for a variety of different reasons. It's a very light, simple, pressure luck style game. Now that being said, adults will still have fun with this game. But for adults, there are many, many better pressure luck games that just have more elements, more things going on, more interesting mechanisms going on. So while you can get entertainment out of this, absolutely, as an adult game potentially, I think it works best when it's adults with kids and you're kind of in that weird middle ground, because that's when I think this game really does shine. Also, kids can play this by themselves as well, but that's on the pros. Well, I'm talking about cons. There's not many. Continuing on with the cons, it's real-time speed dice rolling, which might turn some people off when it gets to that press your luck phrase in the dragon. And I think if you don't like being stressed out, you might not like that phase, because I actually had a kid in my class to say, I don't like going into the Dragons game. And she ended up getting just crushed. But she was just like, I feel so nervous every time I go in. So she went in like twice, and then the rest of the game she did nothing but try and collect diamonds. Which obviously is not a smart plan, because the diamonds are worth 1, the golds are worth 3. So that is something you need to know. If you get a little bit anxious, this one might not be for you as well. That's what I got. Moving on to the pros, I really like Troll and Dragon. It was a whole stinking heck of a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing it with my wife and my kid when we tried it at Origins. I enjoyed playing with all the kids in my class. I enjoyed playing it on my game night the one time we tried it. I just really liked the game. It was very easy to learn, very easy to teach. The rules all made sense, and like they connected thematically, which means teaching it to kids is going to be really easy. It's like, oh, so if, the trolls come up too much on the dice, then you have to drop your diamonds, and then you put them in the troll hand, because the trolls came up on the dice, and they scared you, and they took your diamonds. Like, that makes sense thematically. It's like, oh, you have the lock and the key, then now you can go from this part of the cave to that part of the cave and try to collect the gold. But if the dragon wakes up and comes to get you, then you obviously are going to drop your gold because you're scared, and then obviously the goblin is going to drop his diamonds because he's also scared, because he's scared of dragons as well, and then you can collect that amongst the dragon players or the people rolling the dice. It all made sense thematically in a really awesome way that made it insanely easy to teach, and the components are very nice. The box looks super cool. Like, I mean, even the outside of the box looks like a cave leading up to just really, really well done. I am super excited to see what this company does, because right now, Troll and Dragon is one of my favorite family games of the year. My kid really stinking liked it. As long as you understand that it is relatively simple pressure luck, I think Troll and Dragon from Loki, slam dunk, no doubt about it. If you got kids age, say, 5 to 10, definitely one you want to go check out. If you enjoyed what we're doing, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. If you want to support the channel, click on that little Amazon Associates link down below, and in the comments below, let me know. Would you like to go spelunking? For me personally, yes, I would really like to go spelunking. I'd like to go scuba diving as well. I remember my dad used to go scuba diving, and he'd tell me about these places in like Michigan where there were just like buses underneath the water, and like all sorts of stuff that you could explore underneath the water. It was like they had set up like a town or something down there almost. It was really stinking cool. But let me know in the comments below. Spelunking. Is that something you want to do? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.